Wait, I should have been live. I don't care.
Being held in that position by Rosemary, and Tasha Steelz will stay at bay. Yeah, Tasha Steelz rightly backing away right there. And Tasha taking the ankle of Rosemary off the apron. See it right there, Tasha just jostled.
Come on.
Continues here between these two. And look at that.
Jeez, Twitch is actually worse. Twitch TV is actually worse than Tamina wrestling. So let's see. Hello, yes, I'm back. Good thing set up here. Serious. So we have no. What am I doing? Rosemary
appear to be on the same side.
With Havoc and Rosemary on the same page, that makes these women extremely dangerous.
Kiera Hogan has taken notice of the presence of Havoc here, as has Tasha Steelz.
Kiera's about to wind up right here. Watch the wow. You can just hear the impact of that sliding boot.
There's a cover. Kiera hooks both legs, shoulders down, and Rosemary powers out at 2.
This is a better picture.
You can see Rosemary's trying to get her wits about her.
Oh. Rosemary trying to fight back.
Hello, folks. For yes, I'm the one, the only. I am Hobo Tom. Invisible Hand got plans. I have no idea. I just joined the show. I just got back. I had to figure out which channel to watch. Who knows? Yep. We have Rosemary. I have no idea what's going on. I have dinner cooking. I have some nice, yummy, spicy mac and cheese tonight. Some aged cheddar, and instead of beer, I have some, there we go. Some sugar-free ginger ale, and I'm going to have a beer later. Because tonight I'm actually going to get to have dessert. So I realized that my plans were all screwed up. And we got to see what it's like to visit the Jacksonville Museum of something. I have to figure out what that is. But yep, so I'm going to be in and out. So I have no idea what's going on there. It's Rosemary against Tasha Steelz. Actually been pretty good. Jessica Havoc just showed up. Classic slapjack. Impact Wrestling at Twitch. He is Invisible Hand got plans. That sounds so true, though.
Still a 2-on-1 type of situation. If Tasha would be looking to get physically involved, instead she's been neutralized by the presence of Havoc.
You know Tasha would be looking to get involved. That's what she does. Kiera would have gone Rosemary after the floor several times. Yes, it is a good thing that Havoc is out here for these two guys.
We saw how things kicked off with Don Callis arriving with the Impact World Champion Kenny Omega. Don no longer on the EVP list. He was
fired.
Kiera goes low. Off the ropes goes Kiera Hogan. Rosemary catches her yet again.
Oh, Kiera's trying to break that there. But Rosemary can't spin around. Oh, SOS slam.
And here comes Rosemary. Taking down Kiera Hogan.
And now Rosemary is gaining momentum. A sling bag right there.
Rosemary looked over at Tasha Steeles as if to freeze her momentarily. Now goes off the ropes. And look at Rosemary.
There we go. Look at the back toward their Kiera is in a lot of pain. The body's not meant to be bent this way.
That's what Kiera's thinking. I'm going to slide on my elbows and knees as fast and get one hand draped over, one finger, I should say, draped over the bottom rope.
Almost a fingernail. That's how far she was away and barely got it. There's the acknowledgement there with Rosemary.
Rosemary and Abby exchange looks. Rosemary gets the line. Now Rosemary. Oh, reverse DDT.
Oh, reverse DDT, the Scorpion Death Drop. The near fall. Yes, I did actually. How did you guess that? I actually did have aged cheddar cheese, macaroni and cheese coming in.
Kiera's thinking, what the hell do I got to do? How do I
Indeed.
survive this match?
How did you know that? Maybe I shouted it out. That's good though. Yeah, I do prefer my macaroni and cheese to be a little bit special. That's the microwave going off because I put it in some nice garlic cheese bread. Garlic cheese bread's always good. Macaroni and cheese makes it extra special. Oh, big kick to the boobies. It's like good stuff. What else is some good macaroni and cheese as well? Hey, what happened? It's like going to get banned from YouTubing. Rosemary! That was actually a pretty good match. And I don't care what that idiot Adam Pacitti says. Yingling Black and Tan, some good beer. He has no taste buds. He was doing too much of that English marching powder or whatever they have over there. Boo, Adam Pacitti. Boo. Yingling beer is pretty good. It's the Yingling Center. Learn to pronounce stuff, you stupid limey. Sorry.
For the X Division Championship. Last week, it
to the juggernaut, bitch.
Everybody hit the ring.
Yes.
See, I'm like
Everyone except Chris Bay.
Space smart. That's why. He has good wrestling acumen.
And just wreaked havoc across the entire X Division.
Shira.
Shira putting everyone on notice.
Chris Bay, after what we just saw with this alliance,
I just want to see what announces. Hobo Tom versus Adam Pacitti. Book it. You know, it is kind of funny. Oh, I do have to show you this picture though, because guess who that is? Gong. Gong. Dun, a mac and cheese mash. That's right, baby. Although the English do have good. I don't know. They have the real cheddar, I guess.
See what happened against all odds.
Yes, I have no idea.
Remember the fact that
But yeah, Adam, you're going down, boy. Even though you're like a good foot taller than me, you're all like
what side you want to be on.
skin. I've met you. You're just tall. Sponsored by Kraft. As long as it's not Velveeta, that's okay. Kraft mac and cheese is actually better than Velveeta. Because Velveeta is just cheap, like cheese food stuff.
Beat up guys like 4-on-1. All right.
P.D. Williams,
Better choose a side.
the Canadian Destroyer. No, Chris Bay is going to choose the one side, his side, all the time. And realize I'm always on the side, the Hobo side. So it's a commercial. I have no idea what's going to happen. I have absolutely nothing planned for these commercials. Kenny Omega. So we can just watch promos. I'm going to see how my dinner is coming along. And I'm curious to know what match they have coming up. So I'll be right back.
He is the sinister threat to the throne. I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to humble you. The draw, Sandy Callahan, bashes in rings a battle for the Impact World Championship. Impact Wrestling presents Slammiversary, live July 17th on pay-per-view.
Maybe I don't look the part. What can I do? What can I do to look more like the world heavyweight champion? I know I sent you a wish list, and I know some of the things on this wish list were a little outdated, but please make a boy's dream come true. Please tell me you got all my presents.
Make his dream come true. What could this be?
It's all wrapped up. Oh, Ricky Cage obviously can't wait.
Could just tear right into it.
What is it? Oh, do it for the money. Yes, they do.
Speaking of a fashion risk,
You're not supposed to wear them at Labor Day, you know.
he told that to the champ.
Oh my God! White pants just like Jeff Jarrett wears.
Well, I guess if you want to
Where
be
did
a
you
champ,
find
you
these?
gotta dress like one.
1985? God, I gotta see if they fit.
Gonna try him on?
So far, so good. Be careful. I don't think they're going to make it.
I don't either.
I don't think they're going to make it, Christian Cage.
Wow. Now, only if I had a catchy slogan, a catchphrase really to connect with the people.
Now what?
Got him a shirt there. Gonna try to. What's he gonna say? Oh, he's going all the way back.
So what's this?
That's the best Jeff Jarrett's ever won.
Don't piss me off. Wow.
Wow, that's terrible. But no, what it should be sponsored by, What do you mean my connection's unstable? All I do is show a beer.
That I'm really lacking talent,
It's terrible.
and I know that
No, yes.
can't be anybody, and everybody's gonna be
Or is that Christian Cage? I can't tell. But you know what? This is going to be on tap a little bit later tonight. It's my press beer for beer night. Christian! I'll be back.
Things to do. Like Santa's gonna be busy, but Santa will leave you in this. Just about a minute. Now what does Santa have? Look at this.
Oh, that's great. Oh, the transformation's complete.
Actually, I got a question. Is this what a world heavyweight champion is supposed to look like? Do I look like a complete jackass?
And now he's got the pose. And here
It's
comes.
not gonna be distraught.
Oh, yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is. Uh-oh. You know what the shirt says? Don't piss me off.
He just did.
Uh-oh. And here comes the alpha male leading the charge. Bonnie Brown, Christian Cage.
Oh, now the numbers game.
The champ from behind, and now the 2-on-1.
Can you tell the two apart?
Swinging a miss with the double clothesline attempt. Christian Cage gets out the ring. Tiffany Bells.
He got out of there just in time.
One step ahead.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. I'm here with Tommy Dreamer. Tommy, you going to the board of Anthem led directly to the removal of Don Callis as an EVP of Impact Wrestling. How do you feel about the outcome of that situation?
Personally, I hate seeing them lose their job, but professionally, it needed to be done. Don Callis needed to be removed from the situation because basically Don Callis caused his own termination. When this whole thing started with Scott and Don and myself, it was all about to change perception. What's up, man?
Tommy, Gia, look, not going to say that I was overly pleased last week, and I think you could have handled it differently. I don't think you needed to go cut to the point. This isn't easy for me to do, but there's some validity to what you had said, and I guess because of my association with Don, our friendship, I wasn't taking care of things the way they should have been. So I guess what I'm trying to say is
Scott Tamora.
thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
Best interest at heart. I'll always have your back. And
Good man.
to help
good man Tommy Dreamer is.
I'm always happy to have your help, but I don't know how much you oversee things. It's good. I got this.
We didn't talk this week, but the board has asked me to stay on as a consultant.
Oh no!
Advisor. You know, Scott, I will always have that.
Oh no! You know what's going to happen eventually to Scott Demora? Out the way he goes. The good thing about Impact is that they actually will continue a storyline for a couple months.
Strange
GIF.
situation happening here in Impact.
Strange days are upon us
Apparently,
now.
Anthem has seen it fit to assign Tommy Dreamer as the overseer, the big brother of sorts of all of his interest here in Impact Wrestling, and that's got to drive Scott Demore up the wall.
And you saw Don Callis. He is no
See
longer an EVP here in Impact Wrestling. Don's been
Don Callis was fired. That was amazing.
And Don is only here now as the manager for the AEW and Impact World Champion Kenny Omega.
And actually, Sonny Bimbo, watch for your face in a few weeks. July. Oh, that's right. July 4th. I want to have that.
Explosive. As we take a look at everything going down here tonight on Impact Wrestling.
Here, what's going on tonight?
We'll see Rohit Raju team up with Shira to take on Petey Williams and Trey Miguel.
And in the main event, the Impact World Tag Team titles are on the line.
That's it?
As the champions, Violent by Design, takes on Eddie Edwards and the Japanese superstar Kojima.
But right now, it's time for Knockouts action on Impact Wrestling on Access TV.
Whoa. Oh, no, it honestly does, though.
This next match is set for
Who's super?
Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Kimberly
Susan!
So last week we saw issues between Deonna Purrazzo, the Knockouts champion, Susan and Kimberly, so much so that Deonna said that their friendship, their relationship, their partnership, it's over, Deonna. Deonna wants nothing to do with Susan and Kimberly.
Because she's a loser, that's why.
Deanna's got nothing to do with them. It's either sink or swim. Deanna's going to do her own thing going forward.
Susan reminds me of a lady who would get the pool closed in the summer.
Versus.
They make too much noise. The kids are having too much fun.
Her opponent is from Hackettstown, New Jersey. She is the knockout champion. She is the virtuosa, Deonna.
Whoa. Who saw this coming? Where's a good picture of Deonna Purrazzo here?
Until forever. Long may she reign. The virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo and D'Lo. I know you pay attention to headlines all over the place. Many people are saying right now that around the world, Deonna Purrazzo is the best women's wrestler right now.
The Susan gimmick's good, especially the way they've been doing things. I do like the fact that every so often, the thing that makes the Susan gimmick, every so often they tease Su Yung coming back. So that's good. So let me go finish up dinner. I'll be right back.
As you just saw, folks, moments ago, Tommy Dreamer's new role, an advisor and a consultant to the Anthem board. So he'll be here and he'll be reporting back to the board. Scott Demore didn't seem to be all that happy about that announcement.
Tommy gets it all to the back there.
Sure, he's already taking Don's. His body's still warm.
Now, this to me is Deonna trying to send a message. Mess around, get the hands. And right now, Deonna is going to lay hands on Susan.
Susan just said professional wrestling. There'll be a lot of professional wrestling at Slam.
Now remember, because I'm watching this on Twitch TV, I actually can't show much. I can't show the wrestling. So I've already got a copyright strike from
Josh
that.
Alexander,
Also,
Trey
Chris
Miguel,
sucks.
Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Rohit Raju, and Petey Williams all competing in that incredible match, D-Lo.
Look, if you're unfamiliar with Ultimate X, Google it, sit down, get your popcorn ready. Competitors are to be elevated above the ring. They're going to take risks. They're going to turn the lights out for the X Division title.
Think about this. Slammiversary will end a 2-year and 3-month drought without an Ultimate X match.
You got to go for that knee, but Susan made her in. Move.
Susan says submission time, and Deonna Purrazzo is actually laughing.
Susan trying to get a little momentum here. What she? Giannis is talking to her.
Ultimate X was announced on social media. Petey Williams tweeted that he's had more Ultimate X wins than the combined field has appearances.
Well, that's an impressive stat.
So Petey is pretty confident in his chances.
So this should really be a fairly quick one-sided match. Let's see here.
Putting on a mat clinic.
Yeah, I'm watching on Twitch too. Normally I watch on YouTube. 3 people. Can't show any wrestling though. You can kind of see it down there though. You get to see what I see a little bit. But yeah, the thing is, for some reason, YouTube's not working. It hasn't worked since the pay-per-view. So that was on Sunday. Every so often after pay-per-views, I think WWE gets smart to YouTube and the antics they do. Clinic. I fully appreciate the fact that somehow Susan manages to like wrestle in like a pantsuit. I could never do that. I show up in like jean shorts, bare feet. I look like a hobo. Wait, I am a hobo. Good. End it. Stretch. Ooh, that cap almost came off by itself. Stretch muffler time. Cheers, folks.
Introduce Susan to the bottom of her own foot.
Look right there. Susan's foot and hand are about 6 inches apart.
It's good. And then if I have...
Susan, I thought she was going to say I quit. She did not.
No, you can't say I quit.
Annihilate Susan.
So let me go check on Egg. The Susan's like, come on. Yeah, the process is toying with her, which is great.
A little more. She's not ready for her to submit yet.
Deanna tells Kimberly, you better watch yourself.
2, 3, 4.
Another situation developing, D'Lo, is that between Chris Sabin and Moose. How about Chris Sabin returning to Impact last week? Challenges Moose to a match at Slammiversary. Between last week and here tonight, that match has been made official. So our third match for Slammiversary already going down. Chris Sabin versus Moose.
Yeah, I'm loving how Slammiversary is filling out. Chris Sabin and Moose is deep-seated hatred. Moose took out Chris Sabin. Now Chris Sabin is coming back, looking for revenge.
If I'm Kimberly, I'm looking for a towel. I'm looking for anything to throw in and say this is. Look at Susan is down, hasn't moved.
Susan is prone on the floor, and Deanna, look, Deanna has broken a sweat. Look, she's holding the ropes up and saying, "Get back in the ring." She's inviting her in. 3.
This is like an exhibition.
3, 4. See, look at this. You will not find this recipe on the Kraft website. I know that much. Some fried egg on top of some spicy mac and cheese with garlic and cheese breadsticks. That's good stuff. That's Kimberly's just looking on. Kimberly got chunky, man. I don't know. Kimberly's becoming a mommy now, I think. I don't know. Remember, Kimberly and Trey are married. Hey, she might be enjoying the married life, too. Which, not necessarily a bad thing.
Maintaining control. Look at this.
101 by Deanna, isn't it?
Good stuff.
Wrestling 101. This is awesome. What a display.
And this is your
Stretch Wrestling 101.
2021.
The straight jacket choke.
And Deanna comes right back.
Ouch. Good night.
There's the cover. And at this point, I mean, enough is enough.
Oh, did she pull her up? That's awesome. That is so heelish. Cheers to you, Deanna. So you're becoming a proper heel. Oh, look at the angst of poor Princess Kimberly. Kimberly, if you want a real man, I'm single.
Proving that you're not on my level. You were my friend. But
She has to be careful of heel hubris. Always comes into play every so often. No, show on the ground.
Is that also a message? Oh, Deanna's going to mess around. Susan's going to.
Deanna Proto is a winner. Uh-oh. Oh.
Nice gut shot there.
Gut punch.
Now Susan's got to build on this.
No, why are these shells so small and not stabbable?
She's Susan turn things around.
Susan's got a very, very, very minute chance here. This was the plan all along, says Susan. Looking for a superplex.
Oh, good, got her.
Oh, superplex. And the stack. Oh, no. Into the Venus de Milo. That's the end of that. Wait, it should be.
Peraza was done messing around with Susan. After that superplex, and Deonna Peraza put her away rapidly. And now she's got
Go back. Can't throw her back on the flag bar again. No, Venus de Milo.
too much here. Too much.
Princess Kimberly, you gotta get involved. Where's my princess? Where's my princess? Next week, Kimberly versus Deonna Peraza. That's gonna be good. This was a good match. I'm shocked. Impact Wrestling is one of the best women's talents around. Classic Yuengling Lager beer. No. Cut.
So a definitive message delivered here from Deonna Peraza to her former friends, Susan and Kimberly. Deonna.
She kind of knows sold the superplex. What happened is that Su Young's superplex Deonna Peraza rolled her up, kind of put her in the small pack after superplex. But then the way her arm was, Deonna Peraza reversed that. Not really kind of a true no sell. Like she just didn't like put it in, but she kind of countered it though. Well, that was good though. Yeah, not a straight no sell. She just didn't like put her into another move. She kind of countered the move. Oh, Johnny swing on a stallion. Swinger's Palace.
Slow down there, Big Daddy.
Also, it's not. Wait, what?
Follow up bust. DJ wins again.
Oh!
Wait, can I get a look?
Better watch it before you become a bottle relic.
Well, boss, be careful about his gambling habit.
Hold on there, Willie Mark.
Willie Mark.
The Mac and Pat connection get back together. Our big fat zero. As you can see, I got a new partner from deepest, darkest Mexico, Senor Hernandez.
Senor Hernandez.
First of all, you bootleg Magnum say, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bootleg Magnum.
I know this is blackjack, but don't think I won't run across this table and make your ass draw two.
Draw two, that's a...
Make some money, so I'm going to keep this simple.
Yeah, that's so what we playing tonight? Well, apparently it's this.
Apparently it's Uno.
Your shoes this nice?
The Midnight Mayor doesn't even allow Bravo to put his feet on the table, and you should look at his shoes.
One-time exception. Tito, show him them wingtips.
Whoa. Woo! Take your word. Damn. You're right.
Rich Swann put his feet on the table.
So what are you guys doing here? You guys a tag team again?
They ain't never broke up. I mean, just had a broken leg, a broken back, and a world title run. What about y'all? Well, I did win the X Division Championship and delivered half a dozen bangers.
But I had a gambling addiction.
Hey,
Hey. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But hey, things are looking up. I mean, we might have a shot at the tag team championship.
Right? Better not go on that wood because you really gonna be standing our way and with me one.
Ooh. Rich Swann and Willie Mack getting back together as a tag team in the tag team division. That would be good.
When's the last time you two tagged anyway? Was that a challenge? It could be.
Oh, no.
Could be. All right, let's do it next week.
Next week. Book it. Make the odds, Johnny Swinger.
Turnips. No outside food or beverage allowed here at Swinger's Palace, Daddy.
Why is it unstable? I don't know. It just doesn't like me today. I haven't gone live streaming in a while. Maybe that's why. Here, Jacksonville.
ShopImpact.com is your one place to shop for anything and everything Impact. Rex, Spencer, t-shirts, all your favorite stars, including the Good Brothers, and the world-class maniac Eric Young. Hats, Fact Special, as well as dozens of must-see DVDs, including Slammiversary 2020, an event that shook the world. Plus special memorabilia and collectibles, like autographed turnbuckles, and so much more. Feel the impact. Log on to ShopImpact.com today.
Match for short as well to find out who she's going to challenge for the championship.
Check this out from Rosemary.
It's the upside down. It's not legal, but damage will be done to Laurel.
Rosemary.
Laurel Van Ness.
4 seconds to apply that move before she risks disqualification. Those 4 seconds can do so much damage. She forgoes the rules for.
No, 4 seconds. That's legal.
Her opponent so effectively it does just that now on the floor. Look at this.
Watch this exploder suplex on the floor.
Let's take a look at that again.
Rosemary just catches
That's
Laurel and just tosses her right over the head, great toward the top of the hips. And Laurel's down. Rosemary in control.
Talk about having the wind knocked out of you. Such a hard landing on the floor is going to slow you down. Rosemary needs to get to her feet. Get the count back in the ring, and she's the new Knockouts champion. We are at 9.
Okay.
It's that instinct in Rosemary and Laurel Van Ness fighting now to get to their feet. Rosemary, Laurel Van Ness. Oh, spear by Rosemary takes down Laurel Van Ness and the momentum back on her side.
Now trying to break down the guard of Laurel Van Ness, who's been impressive in this match. Laurel, of course, trained by Lance Storm. She knows what she's doing inside the six-sided ring.
Big right that takes down Laurel Van Ness. Rosemary has gained such a following over the course of her tenure here at Impact, and certainly a Knockouts Championship title reign events in the books.
Looking for Red Wedding, countered by Laurel.
No, that's a
Right into
26.
the corner, looking to follow up. Rosemary full speed ahead, does not connect instead. On the top rope, and Laurel Van Ness has an opportunity to capitalize. His vicious right hands, and that fight that Laurel Van Ness can bring to any opponent has been so effective. This vicious.
This is what Laurel needs to do, because she has been, every time she gets a little bit of an advantage, Rosemary's been right there to cut her off.
And the referee letting Laurel Van Ness know the situation. Oh, wait a minute. Come on.
Oh, Laurel ducked the mist.
Laurel Van Ness able to duck the miss by Rosemary. It was on her hands, right the eyes. And now Laurel Van Ness has Rosemary perched up on the top rope.
The unprettier from Laurel at the top rope.
Could this be it? Laurel Van Ness has the cover. And is our new Knockouts champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match and new Knockouts champion.
Light refreshments.
Laurel Van Ness.
How smart of Laurel to duck the mist and then rub it into
The mist.
eyes of Rosemary. It's the unprettier, and for the first time in her career, wins the Knockouts Championship.
What an accomplishment, defeating Rosemary in the finals, overcoming 2 other knockouts in the first qualifying matchup, and then going on to defeat Rosemary. Laurel Van Ness is your new Knockouts champion tonight here on Impact.
Oh, no way, dude.
Hey, Drake, what's up?
Buddy, what's up?
Just want to say no hard feelings about the whole thing. Just doing your job. And you know what they say? Real men don't quit, they get fired. You know, never heard that. Nope. But it's fantastic. I'm sorry.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Listen. I would rather
Real men quit. You don't say F this job.
You looking over his shoulder. I mean, that's got to be great television. It's going to be fantastic. I think it's really good, too, that Anthem has finally recognized you. You're the heart and soul of this place. I mean, it's great. You're going to have this corporate career. I mean, look.
Tommy Dreamer's just getting old. He needs a corporate life.
Like to keep wrestling, but that's not in anyone's best interest. I mean, you're pretty broken down. I mean, you're a shell of yourself, and this is going to be a great spot for you. But I know you got it.
He's kind of turned to do that. Kind of clock.
Behind the scenes, wrestling Kenny Omega for a year. So I got this great idea. I got Kenny and the Good Brothers, Team Callis. Why don't you get a couple? You have a lot of friends in this line. Everyone loves you, right? You're like the saint of pro wrestling.
No, he's not.
Guys, and we'll have a
The freaking center of pro wrestling. What are you talking about?
Kenny Omega versus Tommy Dreamer. Everyone wants to see that. Give me the solid Tommy.
Not happening.
Team Dreamer, Team Callis.
I love it. It's fantastic. Get two guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be money. You never turned down.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, can't wait to dive into what we just saw between Dreamer and Callis in just a second.
The following tag team contest fall introducing team number 1, Jesse Hitman Rohit Raju and the Indian Lion, Shira.
Shira made his return to Impact Wrestling last week. You guys saw that earlier tonight. Shira putting everybody on notice, helping Rohit as he gets ready for Ultimate X at Slammiversary. But Team Callis versus Team Dreamer, Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. Don tells Dreamer, the Anthem advisor, go find yourself two partners. Take on Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. D'Lo, do you think Dreamer's going to be able to find himself two partners that want to take on the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega?
I bet the line is forming right now with a number of talent who are raising their hand to say, yes, I'm all in for this match.
Their opponents first from Montreal, Ontario, Canada. Representing in this corner, Hobo.
Williams, one of the challengers at Ultimate X.
His next team partner from Toronto, Ohio,
And one of the favorites to lead Slammiversary as X Division champion has.
Oh no, that means he's not going to be winning it.
Josh Alexander defending, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, Rohit Gidi. Who do you got leaving Slammiversary as champion?
Hard to go against the champion. It's hard to bet against Josh Alexander. But Matt, without even figuring in a decision, man, who knows?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think in a one-on-one match or even a four-way match or five-way match, six-way, 100-way match, where pinning's involved, Josh Alexander has the advantage. Ultimate X, you throw everything out the window because all you got to do, you got to secure the championship. The ice will be flying all over the place. And we'll see what happens. Not in the champion's favor.
P.D. Williams. Oops, can't show that.
Car collision.
Car collision.
It's like playing a game of 52 pickups with 30 cards in the air, and where they land, they land.
What I found interesting was earlier tonight, Chris Bay was talking to our own GM Miller. He was interrupted by Trey and P.D. Williams, and they had a message for Chris Bay. They told Bay, choose a side, or eventually a
Chris
side.
Bay might win it, though. Chris Bay's the one person not really paired up. He could win it.
Watching this match.
Remember the conversation as P.D. goes tilt-a-whirl into a leg sweep. No, right.
He drops it.
Remember the conversation that Rohit had with Ace Austin? Like, let's be friends, let's be partners, let's get everybody out of this. I've got Colton, you've got Shira, and we'll eliminate everybody.
And you don't want those two evil minds coming together to form a plan. You don't know what they're capable of.
I'd say meeting the minds, not so much evil minds, though.
That's more like the tree of no. Look at that foot's at.
Oh! Big drop.
If you want to see the intensity and speed pick up, follow Trey McGill for just a second or two.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I miss the Rascals. I can't believe they actually went to NXT somehow. Oh, Jawbreaker.
Trey is just a house of fire anytime he gets inside the ring.
He's perpetual Everything he does with a purpose. There's no wasted movement.
No wasted movement. That's always good to see that. It always depends. The Cobra Guy, it is more choreographed, but still, it's more entertaining. You can only watch Southern bar fights so often. I'm pretty sure if I go to YouTube, I can find Southern bar fights. There we go.
Trey Miguel recently tweeted that he wants more tattoos. You might see Trey Miguel on LA Inc. with Kat Von D on Access TV.
Huh! Kat Von D's in so much legal issues.
Sherry is looking to cross the club.
I don't think his wife would like that, though. Plus, Princess Kimberly gets inked up, too.
Bigger since he stepped into the ring.
So, certainly looks bigger than Petey Williams.
Everyone's bigger than Petey Williams.
Petey's fighting for his life there.
Petey firing away at Shira. Back and forth these two go. Petey off the rope. Shira has him up, and Shira takes
him down.
Authority. Shira making his presence felt, and the Indian Lion goes to the cover. Hooks the leg, and a kick out. Can Shira keep this up? Find out as Impact continues after this.
Sure.
Experience Impact Wrestling like never before with instant access to all of your favorite episodes of Impact, Explosion, Greatest Matches, Legend, content from promotions around the world, plus live monthly exclusive premium specials and so much more.
This is spectacular. What a match.
The Impact Wrestling app has you covered with Impact Plus, featuring thousands of hours of on-demand action.
This is escalating quickly.
Stream groundbreaking originals, real artists. Get more exclusive
Wait,
content.
what are you?
Experience a new and improved accessibility control and freedom like never before.
This match just getting started.
Download the Impact Wrestling.
I want you down there right now! Dallas is calling out White Urlacher. Pretty bold move on his part. And here he goes. Next in succession of the famous linebackers from the Chicago Bears. In the mold of Mike Singletary. In the mold of Nick Butkus. Is the All-Pro Brian Urlacher. Number 54, the All-Pro from Chicago. It's Super Bowl week, and it's almost like a Super Bowl atmosphere here tonight with everything that's at stake. I know you're a big football player, and I know that means you don't understand things all that well, so I'm going to put this real simple for you, Brian. You heard our lawyer, Coffee Stenenbaum, lay it out. If you stay in this building tonight, Eric Watts loses the match by default, and I run this company. You know what? They just showed me the paperwork.
Yes, I told you. They have like entire sites dedicated to Southern.
Is we can do this the hard way, or we can do it the easy way. What's the easy way? It's very easy for you to see. Just do what you do. You can see it. The red shirt's a tower, but he doubles over the double line.
No red shirts.
And now he turns his attention to the worm, Johnny Fairplay.
Johnny.
He's got play by the hair. What's he gonna do with Fairplay? And he got him up in the air.
That's impressive, though. Oh, no good. USA. Don't.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. It's tag team action. Petey Williams desperately needs to make the tag to Trey Miguel. Get Trey back inside this matchup. Thrilling action throughout the break, but Trey's got to get back in. Quite frankly, if Trey does get back in, he can quicken
Mhm.
abruptly.
Yeah, that's the way Pete here is great. He can't use his strength if he can't get you, and that's where Trey's speed comes
Good
into
dinner.
play.
Here comes
I'm gonna have some dessert later too. Now I don't need that stuff.
opportunity slightly open for Petey Williams.
They get tagged. He's in the right side of the
That we
ring.
definitely have to catch some planetary.
And here comes Trey Miguel. Rohit opts to go after Trey instead of making a tag to Shira. Will Rohit regret that move? Trey slips out the back. Don't blink, folks.
Look at Trey go. He's quick in the pace, controlling the offense. Oh, right there. He's grabbing him by the mouth.
Trey, all-time shot, followed by a cutter.
It looks like he's Trey set up. He's going for the Meteor. He's going for the Meteor.
Here we go.
Oh, no, not there.
Trey lands on his feet. Here's now Shira yet again with another knee.
Smart wrestling. Keep Shira on the back foot on the floor.
And now Rohit looking to put away Trey. Trey rolls through, has him stacked up. Oh! Jumping flatliner. Cover. And he kicked out. Trey kicked out.
That was almost a flash knock of that jumping flatliner.
Whoa.
Somehow, some way, Trey Miguel kicked out.
Oh!
16 times 2 is 32.
Trey now makes a tag. Petey had enough time on the apron there. Get some wind back. Russian leg sweep. Here we go. May not need much time. They put him away here and they roll through by Rohit.
Whoa, what is this? Oh!
Rohit off the ropes.
Violent by design.
Stacked him up, looking for the Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, Petey sees him. Petey caught a glimpse of Ace Austin and Fulton.
Oh, Ace Austin.
He said he was here to see a jumping knee by Rohit. Rohit off the ropes.
Oh.
There's a cover.
2.
And they got him.
That was it? Whoa.
Here are your winners, Shira and Rohit Raju. Ace Austin and Madman both made their presence felt, and there's Shira, and he's all over Petey.
That was fairly quick. Not bad though. No, you didn't get. There was no Canadian Destroyer there, so it can't be a union match. Need to have the Canadian Destroyer. Ruthless. Ooh, I don't know if you can use that term. No, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Here's Ace Austin, and will the numbers be too much for the X Division champ? Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, meets Shira.
Whoa. Josh Alexander over the close on Shira didn't even move.
Shira.
Ouch.
Alexander last week. Alexander hasn't forgotten about that. Look at it.
Nice release, German. Oh,
Here we
he's
go.
hooking up.
Double underhook, and there's Fulton.
You have to see when Money in the Bank is up.
Ace Austin.
Fulton is all over Josh Alexander, stomping him, just stomping, repeating.
That's
Look at
80.
the sea of humanity inside the ring right now. Bodies. And there's
Bad.
Chris Bay. What's Chris Bay doing?
He's caught between two minds there. He doesn't know what he's sitting there. He's got his phone out there.
Shouldn't do anything is what he should do.
Chris Bay.
Is he recording this?
Bay was told by Petey Williams, you have to choose a side or a side will choose you.
Bay's up there recording this. He's probably posting on Instagram or something.
So Ace Austin holds the reign with Madman Fulton Rohit and Shira for the second week in a row. Chris Bay on the outside looking in. Bay has yet to choose a side. 20X at Slammiversary.
Want more Impact Wrestling?
I'm gonna get dessert. I'll be right back.
Well, now you got it. It's the best damn wrestling pregame show on earth.
Clearly, Tuesday night here is the place to be.
In-depth interview. Impact Wrestling is a destination for pro wrestling. Expert analysis, exclusive matches, and behind-the-scenes access you won't see anywhere else.
Who's giving you this inside information?
Before the Impact, Tuesday at 7, 6 Central on Access TV.
Wow, you termed the Queen as being confident. I think confident left the building
about a year and a half ago. She's way beyond that to the point of being just so cocky about being the champion.
Earl hasn't known how to deal with tears. Take the bobby pin out, Earl. Oh, they didn't have tiaras back in Earl's day when he was a kid back in the 1820s. Put on Earl. Happy work for President Mitchell.
Mickey seems to be all business here.
Body language. That great close-up of the face of Mickey James told the story.
I think the word you're looking for, I'll tell you what you're trying to say, is poise. Poise. Mickey's got poise here. Right?
And she's got her game face on. She means all business, just like you said. Tell me, boys.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Face first into the steal. Oh, not again. Look at this, Mickey James. Oh, my God, another one. Oh. Mickey keeps grabbing at her shoulder, but good God. Right away before this thing even got rolling. Madison is in trouble here.
Mickey gonna try and fight through that. Oh! Jumps into the air. Drives her down. DDT.
That was,
in spite of the separated shoulder.
What the?
Covers and pins, and Mickey James has done it.
The winner of the match and new TNA Knockout champion, Mickey James.
You gotta be kidding me. What? I got out of nowhere. Mickey James is the new Knockouts champion.
She's finally done it. From the moment that Mickey James arrived in TNA, she has been intent on one thing and one thing only, and it's having possession of the Knockout Championship, and she just accomplished her goal in about a minute.
Madison came out here prancing around, doing a queen bee thing, showing how cocky and conceited she is. And the whole while, as we pointed out, Mickey just sat and waited, and patiently waited, picked her spot, attacked. Bam! Congratulations to the new Knockout champ. Keeping her hair. Hardcore country out, Mickey James.
In spite of the separated shoulder, Mickey James uses the jumping DDT after tossing Madison all over the cage to win that Knockout Championship.
Knockout champion in the cage, baby.
6+ month reign as Knockout champion for Madison Rain comes to an end tonight at Lockdown.
Good.
Hardcore Country's got the gold.
Oh, that's I knew that. That's Hardcore Country's Mickey James.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. Tommy, we know that you're putting together a team to face Don Callis' team of the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega next week. Is this one of the members?
Convince my good friend here the good that he has been doing. And yes, we are looking for Team Dreamer versus Team Callis next week.
I'm a Mercury.
Come on.
You know what? You are lucky you held your
Tammy Callan's the best,
I
man.
have no problem beating your ass again. But if this means me getting in the ring with Kenny Omega and getting one step closer to bashing his damn brains in, you know what? Let's do it.
Bashing his brains.
Let's
Whoa.
do it, Tommy.
Moose.
I'm in.
Moose. Okay.
I think I should tell him who his partner is.
What's the fun in that?
What's the fun in that?
Who's gonna play my rules?
Callahan, Moose, and
Well, who's the third partner?
Normally, I feel like I always know what to say,
Rachel Ellering, you're so cute looking.
but
Rachel,
today,
I'm single.
I know
I
a
met
lot
The Undertaker.
is said, and I just want to say it the right way. When Jordan and I won those titles, I think I started to
It was
walk around
adorable.
with rose-colored glasses on. And the problem with rose-colored glasses is that you can't see the red flags. I didn't see the red flags, and I should have.
Aw.
But I want to address them now. I want to address them tonight. But I want to do that with you, Jordan. So
Who's going to be heel?
Could you please come out?
Richard Ellery want to have a meeting of the minds when she wants to.
Bad idea, folks.
Look, there's been a lot of issues between Jordan and Rachel as of late. These two won the tag team champions. These two won the Knockouts tag team titles so quickly, then they lost the McIntyre. So again, issues between them, and a lot of people have been saying things about Jordan, that she's the weak link, and that might have gotten to her.
I think if I get anything from.
They both lost to Bashwood. Now, maybe this is what they needed. Maybe this is what we need to see between these two. Just talk it out.
Hug it out. I don't see him kiss it out. I don't see him dyke it out. Oops, I shouldn't be saying that. Bad Hobo.
Thank you for coming out here. I
And,
just want to say this all to your face, so that we can work through this together.
I love you.
Jordan, at Rebellion, when we won those,
I love you. Say it.
that was one
Say
of
it.
the proudest moments of my entire life. I was so overjoyed for us. I was thrilled that Jazz was there with us in that moment to share that. And I found myself afterwards just reflecting back on my journey to get to that point, to that moment when we
13.
stood here together as champions. You know, if you would have
Jordan Grace is going to turn you heel, man.
I was at the lowest point
Aww.
of my entire life.
She needs a hug.
And I had people that love me and care about me, and it all came from a
Aww,
good place.
bitch.
I kept saying, "You're going to be great. It's going to work out. Tomorrow's going to be better." Got to the point, Jordan, where
I'm good. I'm
I
good.
hated hearing that. I hate being pushed into that pool of positivity. And then I come here. And what do I do that
I'm
to
good.
you? And I'm sorry for that. I see now that is not what you needed. It's not what you wanted. And I should have seen it, because a good partner would, a good friend would. And that's what I want to be for you. I want to be a good partner. I want to be a good friend to you, Jordan. And I messed up along the way. I believe in you. And you're better than letting Tasha, Kiera, and Tennille get into your head.
Your exact problem. Right there, Rachel.
Whoa.
You
Think too much.
I care, or that I give a damn about anything about Tennille?
Whoa.
I don't care about Tennille. Before you got here, Rachel, I defeated the longest reigning Knockouts champion to become the Knockouts champion. I've been in
Who's that?
the only Knockouts Iron Man match in the history of this company. I've competed in the X division. And
That's
I'm
true.
the strongest knockout in this company. And yes, I
No.
loved having you as a partner. But I can do things myself.
They have to kiss and make up. Oh, everyone's
You
gone.
can do things on your own. You're damn good. I love that about you.
They really hate this promo that much, or is my show that despicable?
Like Tennille,
Or have I been that vulgar?
Again, after what I just said,
Could be a whole bunch of stuff.
if you say Tennille's name one more time, I will drop you on your head right now.
Oh, violence is always the way.
Well, this is certainly getting intense between these two, and a very emotional moment between Rachel and Jordan.
Who's this?
What appears to be the legendary, now retired Yeah, there's Jazz.
The OG is in the house.
Oh, this is terrible now.
Jazz
Man, one person out there, you're not missing much. You missed all the good stuff before.
their friendship and their careers, guiding lights, so to speak.
Jazz is going to smack both of them around, I hope.
You know I love the both of you, right? You know this. I mean, this is why I brought you two together. I know. Without even watching you two have a match together. But I knew combining
No,
you
human.
two together,
Well, theirs are
you
better.
could do nothing but great things. I know you're listening to all these crazy rumors about you being the shortest reigning knockout tag team champions in the history.
No such thing as having a short reign. This is called being a transitional champion.
Ladies, this is just a hurdle. But with you two together, I know
This was going to be one of the best segments ever, and now it got boring. This is horrible.
Listen to me, Jordan. Yeah. You, it's like you're letting your ego get in your way.
Jordan's going through the crisis of confidence. Classic wrestling trope.
Whatever it is.
Get over it.
Is that you're going through. What's ever in that skull of yours right now, you just need to shake it.
I want some more pieces.
I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you brought us together. But it's not just Jordan. It's a team is two people. This is on the both of us. This is on the both of us. And I, like you said, I know it bothers us that we were the shortest reigning champs of all time. But I want that to just be the first brick in the layer of the foundation we can build together, Jordan. That's the start of the journey, not the end of the journey. And Jazz, I want nothing more than to team with Jordan going forward. But I don't know if she wants the same thing.
Well, Jordan, the ball is in your court, my baby. What you want to do?
I don't know right now, okay? I just need some time to think about this. I just need some time, okay?
Difficult decision.
Jordan's is confused. She needs a moment to take this all in and regroup her thoughts.
Jordan Grace asking for some time.
Oh, man.
Hug it out. Did they hug each other yet? Oh, Neil Dashwood. I wanted to watch him hug it out, damn it. Hug it out. Hug it out.
Really hate to say it, but you're just embarrassing yourself at this point. I mean, it is very clear that things aren't working out with you and Jordan. Problem after problem after problem. Thank you, Caleb. But clearly, I am right here. The solution. You could have had all this. Look at this. The gift Caleb gave you would have got you one. You could have been a co-guest with Caleb on my show. But for some reason, it's like you can't see what's standing right in front of you.
Power outage.
It actually reminds me of one of my favorite quotes.
All right. I don't know how to say this any more clear to Neil. No, absolutely not. There's no chance. It's going to be a no from me, a hard no, definite no. Jazz, how do I say? Hell no. To Neil, the only time I want to be in a ring with you is if you're my opponent. So, since you needed puppy dog's help last time, How about we have a nice, fair, good old rematch? What do you say?
Jazz is going after Caleb with a K. That's terrible. Spinebuster. Intriguing. On the verge of being great. No. Impact, I'll just screw this up too.
Right. You can do this. Jake Something's got 2 left feet. You can beat him. Chest to chest on that cover. Hook the leg. Wrestler's grip. 1, 2, 3. And guess what? You're going out. Stop. Entrance mask.
Entrance mask. Oh, that's terrible. It's literally like a surgical mask. Let's see here. I have to go to. I don't care. Let's see here.
He is the sinister threat to the throne. Going to embarrass you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was terrible. Let's see here.
Presents Slammiversary, live July 17th on pay-per-view.
Halfway there at 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the experience coming into play there for Gale. Able to sidestep and sweep there. Gale's going to win this thing here, guys.
Stepped up to a knee at 8.
Kicker.
And again, she was able to barely beat that 10 count. No.
What does Gale have in mind now?
Nice. Oh my God. Look at Gail Kim's ass. Look at Gail Kim's ass. One star.
Unbelievable eyes. My sentiments exactly to our local beach in Boston. Yeah, holding excrement indeed. Those are Bulldog on the ramp to the floor.
ODB's count. I'm stuck in a moment. And then there's Aaron just got up to her feet before the TV gas.
At the last split second, able to get back to her feet. She's the last knockout standing.
Have kids though.
I don't think that I have ever seen a knockout match as physical as this was. We've got to take another look at some of this incredible action. As Terrence Terrell just beat Gail Kim.
Well, I know where Crescent City is. Yeah, but she smokes her. Wow, that's it.
Both girls hitting hard there, and Terrell has just enough to beat the count. That makes this match incredible. She's got to get paid. That win's got to feel damn good. I just hope that Gail Kim's okay.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV.
The following contest is set for one fall, introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Brian Myers from Rockford, Ohio, Sam Field.
Brian Myers is not only helping Sam Beal inside the ring, but he's helping him with all aspects of his character, his persona. D'Lo changed his ring entrance,
He's got Sam Beal taking notes at all times. Do you like what Myers is doing?
I'm big on mentorship. I'm big on teaching the youth and then come to the next generation, but I am not big on the teacher of this lesson.
His opponent, Jake Something.
It was recently that Jake Something walked by Sam Beal and Brian Myers, and Jake said, "Why listen to this guy for?" Myers said, "I'm not taking the bait." And lo and behold, we have Jake Something going one-on-one with Sam Beal. So if Beal has listened to anything that Myers has said, he's going to need all that and then some against this big hoss known as Jake Something.
Yeah, the big hoss, as you call him, has found himself over the last several months.
Oh, no.
And has been just with Impact Wrestling on its ear.
Jake Something has been impressive to say the least. We'll see what he can do here against young Sam Beal. I bet if Beal's listening to Myers, then he's got a lot of items on eBay. He's got a Cameo account. He's doing everything he can, Hilo.
He's got the action figures stolen. He's got a podcast. He's got to doing everything. You know, marketing.
What do you guys call it? Work the gimmick, as they say?
Working the gimmick. Oh.
Working the gimmick. No, it's the gimmick of the match.
I don't think that's in the notebook right there. I don't.
Something in control right off the bat. Don't forget, folks, still to come our main event. Impact World Tag Team titles are on the line. Eddie Edwards and Kojima.
Yeah, I'll put that up. It's the 18th. I don't want Skype. But I'm the one, the only. I am a Hobo Tom. Come find me here. I haven't signed out. I haven't signed out of Skype for a while. Moose. That's going to be terrible. I don't know who the partner is, too. It's going to be so weird.
Taking that advice there, that coaching role, but now Jake Something, look at Brian Myers, Brian backing up right there. Oh. That was the plan all along, right there, distracted attack.
I guess it's Sam. I have no idea who Sam Beal. I don't even know how to spell his last name. That's what little I know. It's like, go and get him. Darn it, what's wrong with you?
Exactly, that's exactly the point.
Yeah, a bunch of Notre Dame fans are saying the exact same thing.
Ah, funny Notre Dame reference. I like that. Boom. That was a Falcon Arrow. Oh, no. Everyone kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. Is that a Falcon Arrow or a Michinoku driver? I can't tell the difference. Or I probably could. I just, chose not to watch. Right, for the eyes. Smart wrestling.
It just takes a second to distract your opponent.
The referee is still with it. There's a steel chair thrown to Beal.
Oh. Referee Brian had his lounge chair there because it's flat again. He's doing with it. Oh, look at that.
See, where's my calculator? I have to figure out.
There goes Jake Something. Oh, he got him in half.
Ouch.
He cut him in half.
Is a match. No.
Sam, that loss. Do not blame yourself for that loss. Because in situations like
Might
that,
need
it's
the
business, you have to
5
look
500.
around, okay? Nobody else to blame. Because that was not your fault. What? That was Jake Something's fault. You know why? Because he's an unprofessional. Bring a chair into the ring, a foreign object. That's clearly against the rules.
Huh?
But I'm not surprised.
That's weird.
Because you should be a professional.
Actually, let me go
Be a
check one more
Get
thing.
your notebook out. Get your notebook out. You need to take some notes right now. Got his ass kicked. He's taking notes now. Use this as a learning lesson. Don't be like Jake. Everything he does, everything you've ever seen him do the opposite.
More lessons from Brian Myers to Sam Beal here on Impact Wrestling. Well, there you see Eddie Edwards and Kojima. They're getting all set for their championship match tonight on Impact.
Kojima. Brother.
give you the first shot. I'm happy to do that. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know, I'm still a little banged up from, W warranty, but it's all right. I'm not W warranty, you know what I'm saying?
The hell's speaking?
That's what's up. This time, right? All right, that's what's up.
Man, that was okay. Why does he sound like Otis? Let's see here. So I need Eddie Edwards.
Impact.com is your one place to shop for anything and everything Impact. Brand spanking t-shirts of all your favorite stars, including the Cook Brothers and the world-class maniac Eric Young. Hats, tote-bag specials, as well as dozens of must-see DVDs, including Slammiversary 2020, an event that shook the world. Plus special memorabilia and collectibles, like autographed turnbuckles, and so much more. Feel the impact. Log on to shopimpact.com today.
Body blocks, takedown, both Bulldog and the rookie Doi. Kaz slow to get back in this match as Dafari's out here on the concrete floor.
You wonder what Kaz was going through up there. You know he's in severe pain in that left arm, but he just was somehow able to shut it out of his mind. As he was so close, using those kicks to get Bulldog Jr. off was so impressive. The rookie Doi, Team Japan. Unbelievable here as he's going across.
Look out close.
Bulldog Jr. though is measuring it. Oh, nice kick as he used the rope and just was able to kick him.
Springs him out into the drop kick. Doi on the floor. Bulldog gonna go up top here, right in front of us. Look out! Moonsault back off the top, crashing into Doi.
Well, he's trying to make sure that the rookie Doi is out of this matchup. As you can see, it looks like he's knocked out. It's unbelievable there, Bulldog Jr. But the problem is, he's outside of the ring. He's got to get back inside, and it looks like that moonsault is flat out.
So I think Slammiversary is right before Money in the Bank.
You can see both of them now fighting.
I'll actually do that Saturday. Or next. Kitten treats. USA.
Look how quickly Dafari has got his way across the cable. Team International, if he can just reach out and take down the edge. Look at what's Kaz doing here.
It's getting to his feet. One. Get out of here. Got to be freaking kidding. Oh.
We got to take another look.
Look at that. Kaz catches him with that leg drop.
Look at this shot. Look at this view. Spectacular.
Putting it all on the line.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling on Access TV. We're moments away from our main event for the Impact World Tag Team titles. Violent by Design defending against the team of Eddie Edwards and the Japanese legend.
Oh, I don't need that.
You got a prediction here? Are you thinking that we're going to see new tag team champions tonight?
No.
This one going down next week.
Next week.
Impact Wrestling on Access TV.
TJP and Falaba versus Rick Swan and Matt.
Plus, we'll see Chris Bago one-on-one with Petey Williams.
And in the main event, challenge earlier tonight.
Who versus Petey Williams?
Has been made. Impact and AEW World Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers versus Sami Callihan, Moose, and Chris Sabin.
Why did you say that till Slammiversary?
Don Callis tried to bait Tommy Dreamer, and Dreamer didn't take the bait. And the
Bullet Club.
Dreamer, of course, Chris Sabin. So Sabin and Moose on the same team. They don't get along. Sami Callihan, and this is going to be wild next week.
I barely get it. Whoa, 3 people. And I've been showing some stuff recently. Back down to 1. That sounds about right. Oh, let's see here. I have to do math. Eddie Edwards. 5-time 5-time champion. Let's see.
Legend Kojima with tag team gold tonight. Is he a 6-time champion?
7, 10, 13, 16, 18, 20, 23, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 47, 48.
To hold the All Japan Triple Crown Championship and the New Japan IWTV Championship simultaneously. This is Japanese royalty right here. Of course, this is a dream team.
It's not bad, 76. So I'll need 80, so that's not too bad. Oh wait, I didn't even need the money. Oh no, I need that for a while.
Last week in singles competition, that's what earned Kojima and Eddie this tag team championship match. Here tonight, Kojima burst out of the scene in Impact Wrestling, went face to face with his old rival,
6,
Angel Doring, and said 3
7.
words against all odds. They got the ball rolling.
The good thing is I don't have to buy any more energy drinks.
Looking to see who will leave Impact as World Tag Team.
Violent by design. That's like a near gimme, I think. 69, bro. Cotton candy soda.
Thinking they're going to go in there, they're going to destroy, and they're going to fight, and they're going to punish, and it's all going to be by design.
Certainly is violent by design. That's what Eric Young has been building since coming back to Impact Wrestling. This group of athletes, this group of warriors. Rhino, former world champion, two-story champion in Japan. Diener, who was trained by Eric Young years ago, and Diener has shown a dark side. They've got the World Tag Team titles now. So Violent by Design have been building, taking, and metallizing Impact for weeks.
See, team today is just the Joe Doring and Diener. Violent by Design uses the Freebird rules, which means they can choose any combination of the.
Oh, there you go, by Freebird rules. So that's smart. Doring and D. I picked it right. Wow.
I like that combination a lot.
I do need 80 though. I need 80.
Started things out, he quickly tags in Diener with Eddie Edwards. Eddie, as I mentioned, world champion tag.
I have to think, do I feel like cooking pizza or buying pizza? No, I'll just cook pizza.
In this matchup, and the Japanese legend doing the work here on Diener.
And Kojima is controlling the narrative right here. This is a good situation for Kojima.
Yeah, how does a pancake cake sound to everyone out there? I want to make my niece for her birthday. I think.
Smile on his face. Would challengers become champions tonight? Find out as Impact rolls out.
How does a pancake cake sound?
Experience Impact Wrestling.
I don't even know when my own freaking niece's birthday is.
All of your favorite episodes of Impact.
Jeez.
Exposure, greatest matches, legend, content from promotions around the world, plus live monthly exclusive premium specials, and so much more.
This is spectacular. What a match.
The Impact Wrestling app has you covered with Impact Plus, featuring thousands of hours of on-demand action.
This is escalating quickly.
True groundbreaking originals, real all artists. Get more exclusive content and
He's gonna get you a pancake cake.
accessibility control and freedom like never before.
I'm yawning. Yawning.
Impact Plus anytime on your favorite device.
As Normal says, I might wear a tank top, I think. What do I feel like doing for the last couple commercial breaks? This is weird, man. It's not like I have to clean the house. I don't have to clean the house. Steiner math. No, Steiner math. Silence, you morons.
You know, they say all men are created equal, But you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 30 and a third chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got a 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. See,
He's right. 141.2/3. Wow, the math is right.
But I'm gonna break it down for you, ladies. Would you rather be with me, or would you rather be with Joe?
Well, I think Joe's kind of nice. I mean,
June 9th?
You're one of those girls that like romance.
Why did I think it was? Why did I think it was in July?
Me, a genetic freak, to be satisfied every night, or go home to that fat ass Samoa Joe. See, tonight we're gonna win, and I'm gonna be the world champion at Sacrifice. Come on, Pete, let's go.
Scotty, just like you always say, Big Papa Pump has got your hookup. Well, Make Believe Muscle is who you need to look up. Holler if you hear that.
Make her a pancake cake. Who cares about Maple Leaf Muscle? Only thing I care about is that 141 and 2/3% chance of a Steinert victory. Steinert math. He went to Michigan University. Don't knock Michigan University. And go blue. I bleed maize and blue. Hail to the forever champions. Hail, hail to Michigan. They're champions of the West. That's when Michigan was in the West. The Steinert math promo is still one of the best promos. Yo! Again, best promo ever. That's why I cranked the volume up to 100% from my computer. Probably burning my poor speakers out. But I'm having to watch it. Oh, University of Michigan. I bleed maize and blue forever. The one day my friend and I refused to talk to each other is the day of the Michigan State game. So he went to Michigan State, I went to Michigan. The one day we refused to acknowledge each other's existence on Earth. We don't exist to each other for one day. Just like the Michigan Notre Dame game was myself and my parents. So my mom went to St. Mary's of Notre Dame. Don't acknowledge I don't acknowledge my own parents' existence for one whole day. It's almost horrible. For the love of sports, they have to open up bars again, though. So I told you some strange woman kissed me once because the University of Michigan won a football game against Notre Dame, right? Big elbow by Joe Doring on Kojima.
Kojima some 8-9 feet in the air, spinning 360, coming down on his back, the revolution bomb. He is a devastating move.
I've refused to date women because they were Ohio State fans. So, yeah. Ohio State, I'm happy.
Right to the 4.5 count. He knows the rules, and he's going to stretch as far as he can.
I'm having a pancake. Whatever. Pancake cake.
Yeah, Dina's a different individual than he was several months ago, and that's all because of Eric Young.
Colorado is firmly in control right now. They became tag team champions when Rhino used the Call Your Shot trophy, turned that into world tag team titles. Reviving by design. Look at Doring. The size of this man.
He is just controlling it. He's like a big grizzly bear. Look at those paws on Kojima. Kojima's in trouble.
You know, that's the weird thing. Because I gave up TV, I don't think I've seen. I was so disappointed when I watched the Thanksgiving Day game. for the Detroit Lions when like no one was in the stands. And they had like literally had like cardboard cartoon people by the field goal post. It's weird. I was never a fan of basketball. The college football season like came and went very quickly. Pro football just seemed to be missing something without fans. Baseball, I could go to a live baseball game, but it's so to watch on TV.
He's a little off the movie right now. Kojima's going no.
This is surprising that Kojima's got enough left to not allow Joe to go for this suplex vertical.
Actually, I haven't seen UFC in a while. It's because I don't know any of the people in it nowadays. Like I remember UFC was at its height 2000. I'm a pressure and a racist. I don't care. Millionaires who play games for a living. I don't know. There's way too much. I don't see the NFL's not too bad with that. Basketball is bad with that. Basketball to me is boring because they just do the same thing back and they just literally go back and forth. It's like watching tennis. But football is different, mainly because you have a lot more people. You might get one or two people, but round out by the crowd there. It's not so much communists nowadays, it's socialists. So communism on a large scale failed with Russia, and no one's really going to do that. Socialism, what I'm more worried about, more so than socialism or communism, it is how do I put this nicely without getting kicked off YouTube for life?
The draw, Sandy Callahan, bashes Dave Brains of
National fascism.
Championship Impact Wrestling presents Slammiversary live.
Yeah.
17th on
Nationalist fascism. And I think the funny thing, I find it funny that the Catholic Church has refused. First of all, the lines might not. First of all, the practice this line's absolutely no good anyway. So let's clear that up. This is the lines we're talking about. The practice really doesn't help them. Black Lives Matters, and thank God, lines can practice. No, the funny thing is, I have a funny feeling worse things happen here in Florida, and we just like shrug it off and say, it happens. Like there was a shooting in Miami. It happens. A high-rise condo collapses. It happens. Although with Tim Tebow, it gets kind of weird though. I refuse to watch or listen to Tim Tebow. I'm like, no. I understand taking the knee and kind of saying a short little prayer in the end zone. That I kind of get because that's happened before. Like well before. Commies, socials, all the same. What was it? What do you think? No, you can never preach criminals over police. Defund the police was an absolutely stupid idea, by the way. With that being said, I don't necessarily want my area I don't want the U.S. to become a police state like 1940s Germany. That's a bad idea. don't think we're on our way there yet. We'll see. Biden still has, what, 3 more years left? He still has 3 more years left, so we'll see. Well, you've obviously never heard of what I want to do with criminals. Send them to northern Idaho. Give them a survival knife. If they survive, they win. Banish them to like northern Montana. Like northern Idaho. Nothing's in northern Idaho. If they survive, the bears, the moose, coyotes, wolves, cougars, again, it goes with my, I don't know if I told you about my 80% rule.
Since day one, I watched.
How did I break it down? 80% of 80% of every profession just wants to do their job. 80% of all police just want to do their job and go home to their wife, family, and kids. I'm cool with that. They want to do their job, do it to the best of their ability, and call it a day. I understand that. That's 80% of the people. 15% say, I want to be the best person ever at my job, and I want to make the most difference. I'll say that's about 15%. The problem is no one focuses on the 80%. So here you have your huge standard. So here, your standard deviation. I shall do real math. It's time to show you some real math, some real statistics.
Looks real nice, but I agree with all these people. You deserve it.
The problem is once you get like the police, once you get the police state going, it's very hard to get rid of. But what I'm saying, so here's your normal bell curve of normal distribution. Let's see here.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. This is our main event. We've taken our final commercial break. We're with you for the duration. It is Kojima and Eddie Edwards challenging Violent by Design and D'Lo before the break. Eddie and Kojima double dives and a better control.
They have put on a clinic in terms of taking control of this match and
See,
showing how to
80% just want to do good, want to do job and go home.
We'll be crowning new tag team champions 23 nights away from Slammiversary live on pay-per-view Saturday, July 17th. Don't forget immediately following Impact tonight. It's Impact at 6. Tonight we focus on the best of Johnny Swick.
Yeah, the good cops do quit because they can't stand. So again, 15% want to be the best.
Diener sidestepped Eddie Edwards. Here comes D'Lo with a shoulder tackle. That slight distraction from Rhino and Eric Young has turned this match around.
5% is all the bad. The problem is when this 15% sees the news from this 5%, there's like, I'm out of here. And also when this 80% sees this 5%, they're out of here too. This is real math, for the most part. But see, the same thing's true of any job. Like, I wanted to be a good ESS1. The problem is you have the bad ESS1s that I had to do, that I had to help them catch up with their work for. And then I shifted from being that good ESS1 to be in the 80%. And then eventually I'm just like, screw this. I can't be good at what I'm supposed to be doing. Why bother doing it? Because, well, I have an ego and a degree up there. So
Tonight is your deadline to get in your #Impact Superfan videos.
It's the lawyers. First thing I do is kill all the lawyers. Yeah.
Tickets to one of the biggest nights of the year.
Well, no, I mean, they just can't.
Show's over. You got a couple of hours left, folks. Get those submissions in right.
See, I wouldn't say that much. They're just tired of being beat up by the bottom 5% of things. And that's when they say, screw this, I'm going to go flip burgers at McDonald's. Or I'm going to go work at Buc-ee's for $15 an hour, which is actually pretty decent pay. Like, I made my decision to leave the government because I'm like, why do I have to fill out all these forms, have my work reviewed by like 3 other people? So I have to fill out forms, then have it reviewed by 2 other people before I can make a decision, make a determination. I should tell Dan this, but no, what do you call them? Wrestling. So I have another funny lower joke too. Let's see it. Oh, good tag team isolation there. What do you call them though? A good start. Oh, here's one. Why did scientists start to use lawyers instead of rats in their test experiments? They started to grow attached to the furry rats. Terrible lawyer joke. There are a few other bad lawyer jokes I've heard.
Yeah, this is textbook tag team wrestling right here.
But yeah.
Executed game plan from Dorian Dana.
No, I'm just waiting for like my only concern, I think, and it's probably like half unfounded, but based on some funny stuff I've seen, it seems to be more true all the time. Like eventually something bad, really bad, is going to happen. Like in the U.S., I think.
He's on the right side of the ring. Now he's going to make that tag.
I hesitate from calling it like a second civil war. So that seems a little too extreme. But someone posted a funny. It was more of a joke map of the U.S. It was a map of why the U.S. will never be invaded. In Florida, it has Florida Man. No one wants to deal with Florida Man. In Maine, very simply, they said they shoot moose. New York, Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts said this is the place where a revolution started. No, I think we are too. But then so is like Maine, they shoot moose. New Hampshire, Vermont, all the New England states said this is where revolutions start. New York, New Jersey, this is where gangs are. Maryland, Virginia, and the South is just all rednecks. Florida's Florida Man. Texas, no one messes with Texas. In the Midwest, you have meth fiends and gangs. New York, you have gangs. You have old school gangs. Texas, you don't mess with Texas. The whole Dakotas are like, you have crazy Indian. You have like real Native American tribes. Well, that and I think I was debating this with a friend once. It's like, well, the Chinese could invade us. It's like, do you know how they would? Granted, and I know China has like a population of 1 billion or something, and the U.S. is literally just say a third of that, 333 million roughly, so somewhere in that ballpark. Do you know how much one almost everyone almost every U.S. citizen does have a gun, and well, two, you have so much literally building to building fighting. Urban warfare is ugly. Urban warfare is not like cruise, not like rolling, like it's not tanks rolling over like grassy plains. Maybe in the Midwest, but you get to the big cities of the northern seaboard, the South. I mean, someone made another map of saying why the country would never be invaded. In the Midwest, they just said, you have to cover all this damn empty space. The Northeast has every major naval base for the most part. You get to the South, it's like guerrilla warfare. Florida's guerrilla warfare.
Clothesline's coming.
And he ducks. Coach Ema now in there. He's seen enough of Doring's nonsense.
Well, no, not even that. It's just a building to the urban warfare aspect, literally going house to house. You would lose people. I mean, on my street alone, I think everyone either has a gun or a very big, large dog. So my street's never going to get robbed because you don't know if you're robbing the. Does this guy just have a gun? Does he have some very big, vicious-looking dog, or does he have both? Like I know when my mailman dropped off mail at my house by accident, I had to drop it off at my neighbor's house. He had a shotgun by the door. Acted like it was nothing. I said, I'm like, holy shit, he has a shotgun by the door. I mean, I have one gun, but it's like kind of hidden for the most part, and I don't want to do that. I use it to shoot fish. I just don't want a 63-inch angry fish flopping around in my boat. Doring, violent by design wins. But no, it would be so much worse than Afghanistan or Iraq. Iraq at least is flat desert to most degree. Afghanistan's just mountainous. In theory, you really could. It's not that harsh terrain except for the mountains. That was good. Look at that Yang.
Resolution bomb 360 down on his back, and that's all she wrote.
Nah, mine's quasi in reach. I have a 22 Bro Neo. This is someone in reach, but that's it. I'm getting way too political this year. Slammiversary, baby! Oh no, they'd have to go through the cities. If you think about where most, sorry, let me close this. If you think about where most of the population is based out of, they'd have to go through the cities. That would be bonkers, especially what's there. I mean, it's just rednecks. Florida's Florida, man. Texas, God, you don't want to mess with people in Texas. People in Alaska, everyone has a gun, and they have big caliber guns too. They have the scary guns. So yeah. So other than that, it's okay. Don't feel bad though. I do have to take off though. I did enjoy that debate though, but I'm gonna call it a night though because I just kind of had 2 hours of pro wrestling, beer night, Impact Wrestling. Rosemary's good. She's cute. Rosemary is thicker though. Deanna Prato's good. Susan, Rohit and Shira kind of squashed these two. Trina didn't get in the match much. P. Williams took the brunt of most everything. Jake something beat, I don't know, whoever that was. And that was a pretty decent match too, by the way. That said, thank you very much, Fife Dog, for your input, though. Remember, you're having a match versus Dan Blaze. And I have to make another belt. Here's a question to pose to you. More lighthearted of nature, at least. Should I make the under the bridge belt the secondary title and make the 8-pound of aluminums? Well, Biden's in a whole mess. I think Biden doesn't realize what he got himself into. The Catholic Church refuses to give him communion anymore. I found that absolutely hilarious. Catholic Church will accept nearly anyone in, but him, get out of here. That's weird. But yeah. Well, that was a very interesting and more philosophical debate. I do like that. I do have to get in motion, though. There are a few things I have to do tonight because I realized that I still have to clean the house. I have to go Hobo. I have to apply for a couple of jobs, so The 8 pounds of aluminum. Well, for the Daytona Beach Bumfight League, it doesn't make sense to have 10 pounds of gold, like the NWA belt, but the 8 pounds of aluminum belt, maybe that would be the secondary title. I don't know. I'll have to ponder that, though. Have a tournament for the 8 pounds of aluminum belt. Makes sense for a Bumfight League. Other than that, though, thank everyone for watching. 5-Dog, unfortunately, I have to skeet out. Stupid, so I have a couple schools I have to apply for, so I shall see you later. Be on, I know not tomorrow because I have to work. Saturday, I'm going to the museum in Jacksonville. Sunday, I'm off. I'll be back Tuesday. 8 pounds of aluminum it shall be. I just have to figure out the design. I'll see that later. Bye. And always good having the discussion. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Sunrise, Florida. It was, I think, in Miami. But I did hear about the building class. I think the last I heard, 99 people aren't being accounted for. But it wasn't Sunrise. Sunrise is in the opposite side of the state. I actually passed through Sunrise, Florida once. Because Sunrise, Florida is literally like old people. But that's in Miami, though. I'm actually shocked that no buildings, that none of the tall, like that one apartment building that's actually sinking here in Daytona Beach is still like in one piece and still rents out stuff. But yeah, it's just the soil here. If you're living in like a taller structure or in the middle of the state, the soil's not built for all, at least where I'm in chemical reactions and stuff like that. But I want to get into that later. But no, yeah, I heard about that. I'm like, whoa. Yep. But when you think about it, if it's in Miami, built literally on a sandbar. So that's all Miami. I think. Well, depending where you are, parts of Miami. Like I know Daytona Beach actually has 2 parts. Daytona Beach, where I live. Then you have Daytona Beach Shores, and there's the Halifax River. Daytona Beach Shores where the ocean is, and that's literally a sandbar. It's just an above-ground sandbar because nothing really significant plant-wise can live there. Here I'm a little bit better, but yeah, I heard about that, though. Take care, sir. I shall talk to you later. Bye, everyone.